Hi guys. So, 2013 Hyundai Sonata Limited 2.4 liter starter. Now we'll show you what's up. Teresa and I got out of the store the other day. Car been running beautiful. A couple of days after we went to Ipper Wash actually, and there was no problem. A little dark in here, I know. So what we're experiencing is this. You got your fob. It works. See? No problem with the fob. Put your foot on the brake. Foot's on the brake. Maybe I'll turn the inside light on. Does that really help? No, not too much. Maybe some illumination. Oh, yes. Pardon me? Thank you. She just found some flashlights for us. There we go. So, the foot on the brake, push the button, the fob's right here. That's what we get. Okay? She does not want to start. All right. Now, if you go on YouTube, you'll see other videos saying, make sure that it's in park. And it is. You can't notice it, but it's blue. It's not white. It's perfectly fine. Okay. Now, there's another thing they suggest, and that is holding your finger on the push button for 10 seconds. It's trying to focus. Foot on the brake. There. Push. That goes out. All this stuff stays on. 10 seconds. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing. After so many seconds, that comes back on. This comes back on. See, I'm still holding it. Now, and then they say, another person said, try it for 30 seconds. Okay. Foot on the brake. Trying it. I did the 30-second thing several times. Nothing. All right, then the other thing is that we tried is putting this, your fob, okay, into the compartment in your armrest. Right here, right there, is a fob holder, and you push it in and it will stay there. So just go through the cycle again. Put your foot on the brake. And there it says remove key. So it's telling me to remove the key from that thing. And I'll try starting it. Nothing. Okay. We went through everything they say on other channels. Nothing is working. So it's quite annoying because there was no warning to this. Go into the store, everything's fine. Come out, hunky-dory, jump in the car, nothing. So we went up front. First of all, we checked all the fuses in here. Okay, all of them. And we came up here and checked the fuses in here. These are all things we did while standing in the parking lot. Switched out. I believe that's the starting relay. So that's the blower heater heater blower, whatever. And we switched them out, nothing. Checked all the fuses here, nothing wrong. Checked out the battery with a meter, 12.4 resting volts. So, what else could it be? Well, it's not the key fob. We phoned somebody about that, and they said if your key is running everything on your car and the dash lights are on, it is not your key fob. It does not need programming. So what we're going to do now is starter. So there's two ways to attack a starter on one of these Sonatas. And that is, number one way, remove the cowlings, take the plugs off both, remove the battery compartment, remove this over to there to gain access. Your starter is way down in there. Okay, it's hiding way down there. You can do it that way, and then you'll have to take your intake manifold off, or your where the air goes into your breather. You might have to do that. Now, the other way is to jack up the front of the car after you've taken just the negative off. Jack up the front of the car, lift it up as much as you can, get underneath, take all the plastic shielding off that's underneath, and access the starter that way. So this is what we're going to be trying, is go the underneath route. One other thing to check before you even get this far. Check your battery voltage, make sure it's okay, the fuses and all that stuff. Come over here and get a socket on that one. It's about a 23 mil or something equivalent right there. That is your crank pulley nut. Make sure that the motor cranks over by hand. So you get a long extension on that. You can access that by turning your wheel out as far as it will go that way, put a whole bunch of extensions on, and you can actually lift up a piece of plastic and go through your firewall to get to that big silver nut on the side of the engine. And all you want to do is make sure that when you're pulling up on your wrench, that the belt and everything is turning, that your engine is not seized. I guess these little engines do have a reputation of just seizing. So fortunately, we've done that check already. It is not that. Everything is rotating great. So the next step is we're attacking the starter. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, here we are under the car. And where's the starter? Okay, so there's your oil filter. There's the starter. And we found the problem.
Right there.
It's a wire. It goes into the starter. It came out. It's one of those blade wires. You can just pull it out now that we know what the hell it is. It was just hanging up there, so I guess it was vibrating for a while. And
No, don't grab them.
here, grab this and...
I just can't get my hand in there.
Yeah, I know. I can get it from here, though.
You take these.
So I don't need those. So it was this wire. Excuse the mitts. There. And it was not connected. We just reconnected this inside on a temporary basis, and away the car went. No problem. So we're going to drop the starter, and it's actually a starter that goes from the solenoid, by the looks of it, down somewhere else. We'll get it out and analyze it. It's really hard to get up in there and see. But yeah, it might just be that. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, we found the problem. And, whoops, sorry about my mitt. And let me just zoom in here. So it's this wire that was out of the starter. Okay. And the starter mounts just way up there. So that is the ignition switch wire that goes in to the starter. In there. So what I'm going to do, there's nothing wrong with this starter, is that wire's in there pretty good. I shoved a wire in there. I got a collection of wires with little connectors on it, and sometimes they come in handy. And this is one of those times. So, and I got a bunch, must have about a foot of wire on here. What I'm going to do, a lot of people won't think this is a good idea. I'm going to epoxy this wire in there. Yep, so here we go, guys. We're just finishing up on that little starter issue. And this is what I did. Just turn the light on here for you. So the original harness clip connector that comes from your car underneath to your starter, the plastic connector part to hold it in here, well, it was missing. Completely missing. I didn't have one. And I'm not going to spend $10 to hold this wire in there. So all I did was got some cheap epoxy, you know, just some 5-minute stuff, whatever. You can get it at a dollar store. You mix that up, put the connector on there, fill it up, give it an hour, it sets up, and then you just solder another connector on the end that would go into your factory harness. And doing this gives you more room too when you're reinstalling this. And well, this might have cost 50 cents, right? And then once this is installed, you will then reconnect this into the factory harness. And I decided to go with a yellow one as an indicator. This is heat shrink tubing. It will come up there over that one, over the factory harness, or where it should be. And then I'll write connector on this. I don't know how long it will last for, but these are the sorts of fixes I do. Okay, guys, so for anybody wanting to change 2013 starter on your Hyundai, it's, in my opinion, you have to tackle this from the top and the bottom. From the top, all you need to remove is not the battery. You don't have to take the battery out. Undo that, the negative. Take it off. take this out. That it lifts up, pulls towards you. Okay? Take that off. Take that one off right there. Okay, clamps. You don't have to take this fuel body off. It can stay there. If you take that off, then you'll have to get another gasket on the back. So once you got those things out of the road, this will pull up and away once you pulled this off of here. And once you pull it off, get that clamp undone, loosened up, and you take it off, it will pull up and out of your road. Okay? Now, go underneath and take off all the plastic. And you'll know why in a second. Excuse what I'm doing here. Yeah, I know you can see the floor. Let's get up there. Okay. Bear with me. This plastic will come off. The other side will come off. There's the location of your starter. All right, let me zoom up. Oh, crackers. Can you see it? Yes, there it is. The light's on it. Okay. Now, to get that out, you have to get that bolt right there. Okay. Now, 13 or 14, whatever it is. Now, you can reach the other one on the other side, but it's a real pain. That's why I'm saying take those things apart. At the top of your engine, you have great access to get the other bolt on the other side from up there. Okay? This is complete. It was just that wire. And as you can see, she's jacked up. All right? Now, let's give it a test start, shall we? All right. Hang on here a second. Yeah. All right. Let's give her a test start. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Job complete. It just took a little bit of time to get the plastic off down here. All right, so not all the problems are complicated. This may not be what's troubling yours, but like I showed you earlier in this video, it just went dead, okay? Nothing. That did not make sense to me. I checked the battery, all the fuses, all the relays. I did those, as if you remember, I did those funny hold the button tricks for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, multiple times. The engine died. It never even started. It was like all of a sudden something let go. And it was that starter, or the push button starter wire, which I showed you. Check that first. All right, until next time, guys. Cheers. Please subscribe if you can, or at least give a thumbs up. Thanks.